Some discoveries arrive quietly, but Atlas didn't. The moment this interstellar object crossed into our solar system, the laws of physics started bending around it. It accelerated when no force should exist. It glowed blue when it should be dark. And worst of all, it changed direction, like something was guiding it. Scientists expected a dying comet. What they found instead was a silent machine drifting through space, watching. As Atlas approaches Earth on December 19th, one question rises above the rest. What happens when the observer becomes the observed? On November 5th, the Virtual Telescope Project revealed 2 new images of the interstellar object 3I Atlas, and what they showed left the scientific community more confused than ever. Instead of behaving like a normal comet, Atlas appeared as a compact, clean point of light, showing no tail, no dust, and no trace of outgassing. Even more surprising, its appearance had barely changed since Hubble observed it in July 2025. For an object that should have shed over 5 billion tons of material near the Sun, this lack of visible activity is simply inexplicable. To understand the mystery, scientists compared Atlas to a standard comet like Lemon. Lemon behaves exactly as physics predicts. Its ice melts as it approaches the Sun, producing a bright tail pushed away by solar radiation. Atlas, however, remains unnaturally clean, despite showing signs of a powerful continuous acceleration, an acceleration that should only exist if enormous amounts of gas were being expelled, but no such gas cloud exists. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb has stated that this alone makes Atlas unlike anything we've ever seen. The strange behavior became undeniable on October 29th when Atlas reached its closest point to the Sun. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory discovered that the object had deviated from its predicted path by 4 arcseconds, a tiny angle on paper, but massive when measured across 203 million kilometers. Atlas was accelerating at a rate of 0.2 millimeters per second squared, enough to push it more than 80 kilometers off course in a single month. Even stranger, the acceleration occurred in 2 independent directions. Outward from the Sun, at about 60 kilometers per month, sideways, at nearly 27 kilometers per month. This means Atlas is no longer obeying pure gravity. Something else, something we cannot yet identify, is acting on it. The standard explanation for non-gravitational acceleration is outgassing, where sunlight vaporizes ice, and the escaping gas acts like a natural thruster, but Loeb's calculations show that for Atlas's observed acceleration to be caused by outgassing, the object would need to lose 1/6 of its total mass, over 5 billion tons, in just 1 month. This expelled gas would form an immense, brilliant cloud, easily visible even through small telescopes. Yet the new images show none. As December approaches, dozens of telescopes, including Hubble, the James Webb Space Telescope, and ground-based observatories, are preparing for Atlas's closest approach to Earth, only 167 million miles away. If a gas cloud truly exists, we will see it. But if we don't, the natural explanation collapses completely, forcing scientists to consider alternatives once unthinkable. And Atlas gives them plenty to question. First, its brightening pattern is unprecedented. As it neared the Sun, Atlas brightened with a power law of -7, whereas normal comets brighten at -2 or -3. This means Atlas grew brighter more than twice as fast as expected. Second, its color is baffling. Atlas became deep blue, bluer than the Sun itself, despite being icy cold. Natural dust tends to redden light. It never causes this level of blue emission. Some astronomers speculate ionized gases might explain it, but the spectrum still doesn't match known signatures. Third, Atlas travels on an impossibly precise interstellar trajectory. Instead of entering the solar system from a random angle, as every interstellar object should, Atlas approached almost perfectly aligned to the ecliptic plane, the same narrow plane in which the planets orbit the Sun. The odds of this happening naturally are practically zero. Then came an even stranger discovery. In July and August 2025, Atlas produced a jet of material pointing directly toward the Sun. This is the opposite of all known comet behavior, where jets and tails always point away from the Sun. The only way to reverse this is through a directed force, something that behaves more like propulsion than evaporation. Spectroscopic analysis revealed something even harder to explain: a nickel-to-iron ratio similar to engineered high-temperature alloys. Atlas is also extremely dry, with only 4% water, far below the 80 to 90% typical of comets. Its surface reflects light with a polarization pattern resembling smooth metallic or composite materials, inconsistent with natural rock or ice. Some physicists propose that Atlas may be surrounded by a protective shell, possibly ceramic or composite, preventing any evaporation at all. If true, Atlas would be the first known celestial object with an artificial outer layer. Atlas's behavior becomes even more intriguing when looking at its path through the sky. Its arrival direction aligns closely with the region from which the famous 1977 WOW signal originated. While this might be coincidence, the odds are incredibly small, and a few SETI researchers have suggested a potential connection, or at least that both phenomena came from the same region of space. As Atlas continues its journey, its anomalies pile up: a jet pointing toward the Sun, a trajectory aligned with planetary orbits, metallic spectral signatures, a blue glow indicating temperatures higher than the Sun's surface, an acceleration with no visible cause, a dryness uncharacteristic of all known comets, a polarization pattern matching smooth, structured surfaces. Nothing about Atlas fits known physics. This leads some to propose bold theories. One suggests that Atlas could be an ancient interstellar probe, launched millions of years ago by a long-lost civilization. Another proposes that it is part of a cosmic monitoring system, triggered whenever a civilization reaches technological milestones, such as nuclear capability. An even more speculative theory claims Atlas might be a relay station, transmitting signals on century-long cycles. Of course, these ideas remain unproven, but scientists agree on one thing: if the gas cloud does not appear, the natural comet model fails. The coming weeks are crucial. On December 19th, when Atlas reaches its closest point to Earth, hundreds of telescopes will focus on it. They will be looking for one thing: evidence of the 5 billion tons of gas that must exist if outgassing caused its acceleration. If the sky remains clear, Atlas may force the scientific community to confront the possibility that it is not a natural object. And if that happens, December 19th could become a turning point in human history, the moment we confirm the first technological visitor from beyond our solar system. For now, Atlas remains silent, accelerating through the darkness with no visible engine, no tail, and no explanation. And as it approaches, one question grows louder. As Atlas races toward its closest encounter on December 19th, the truth is finally within reach. If a massive gas cloud appears, the comet theory survives. But if Atlas remains clean, bright, and impossibly controlled, then we may be facing the first real evidence of interstellar engineering. Every telescope on Earth will be watching. And whatever Atlas reveals, natural or not, will change our understanding of the universe forever. Tell me in the comments, what do you think Atlas really is?